saying something, it felt like someone was being strung up. Like I'm getting like imagery of more of a spiritual nature or something that happened in the past where, you know, someone was hanging and then someone came through and like cut the ropes off or broke the chains.
Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I'm going to do is hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you. Starting with deck number 1. Could your message or story be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right, I hope you have made your selection. And we'll go ahead and begin with the deck number 1. All right, you have the Tower, the Four of Wands, Strength, Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, overall energy, Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the King of Swords. All right, so it is looking as if there has been some sort of breakthrough, some sort of success. I feel like maybe you had made a decision, and whatever decision you made, you felt like you were stuck or a situation was stagnant. But now I feel like, you know, whatever was stagnant, whatever was clogged, it's just being released now. I feel like if you felt like someone had done something to you or blocked you, or even if this is spiritually, it just still seems like this is crumbling here. Something is crumbling and falling apart. Now it also looks like maybe you had established some kind of security, or some sort of stability rather in your life. And it does look like something crumbled your stability. But even if this is about your stability being crumbled, I feel like it had to happen. This is just another way the universe is pushing you out of your comfort zone and forcing you to do something different, or to challenge yourself. It just seems like even though something very dramatic could be happening, it's also celebratory. And I feel like you are coming out of a situation either stronger or unscathed. It really does make me kind of feel like, you know, somebody got out of a burning building, protected and alive, you know. So I don't know if something literally has happened or will happen, where there is some damage being done to someone's building and they have to, you know, escape, but they're okay. Yeah. It also looks like if this is about blocked communication, I feel like there's no more blockages. Maybe someone is ready to communicate or open to having some sort of conversation. I feel like you are going to have more clarity. Something is very eye-opening. I feel like something is being activated within you. Maybe your crown chakra is being activated, or your third eye. It also could be that someone was the catalyst for some sort of change in your life. It also looks like anything that was being kept a secret is being revealed or exposed. I feel like you also may need to brace yourself for something that's getting ready to happen, or something that's getting ready to be revealed. It just seems like maybe you're needing to brace yourself for something. You definitely seem to have clarity after a situation has shifted. Because of your circumstances, you could, in a sense, maybe be forced to go in a new direction. I feel like something is giving you strength and courage. You're like, well, I've got nothing to lose. You know, now that I'm in this predicament, I may as well do X, Y, Z. Or I may as well go here or there. I feel like you're being very optimistic in regards to the future and what it holds. Definitely seems like you have a vision. Something's been unlocked for you. And it also looks like you are going to be crowned the victor in a situation. Something is a win for you. It just seems like you already won. Now, I'm also getting something that may have to do with politics happening. And it may have to do with Trump, especially seeing this Gemini energy. I feel like there is something that's going to be revealed about him. Or maybe there's something big happening in the news in regards to him. I don't know if he's announcing something. It just seems like there's going to be a big reveal, or the truth is coming out about him, or he's making some sort of big announcement about some things. And it does look like something is like a new beginning, or it could be the crumbling of a structure. And honestly, it could be about, I don't know. Am I going to get flagged? A WAR. It could be about that. I don't know. Either way, I feel like maybe there is something significant in regards to him. And I'm also seeing something in regards to Germany. I don't know if someone is being provided with the opportunity to relocate, or if something is specifically happening there, or if someone is from there. Yeah. Not sure, but I would just kind of be on the lookout for something in regards to him, from a political standpoint. But yeah, I feel like for the most part, you guys are getting ready to shift in a new direction. And I feel like maybe this is happening in a way that you just didn't see coming. Something definitely could be catching you off guard. In a love situation, something looks more like, one night stand, hit it and quit it type situation, or some sort of fling. But it's like, it was fast, it was fun, and it's over. But it's no hard feelings. I feel like maybe there's also something significant as to an earth sign. Maybe something is going to be revealed to you about an earth sign, or they're going to reveal something to you. If someone was trying to hide something or get away with something or lie about something, I do feel like somebody could be caught or seen. In regards to a legal matter, something does come off as like surprise witness. Something is definitely crumbling and being forced to start fresh. Also, if you had some sort of dream or premonition, that can also be something that is coming into fruition. Again, I'm getting something in regards to an earth sign. It could be that you are being forced to let go of an earth sign, or they are being forced out of your life. Spiritually, just something looks like a premonition. You might be saying, oh my God, I saw this in a dream. I saw this happening in a dream. It can also indicate that you're going to come to some sort of realization. Anything that was in the dark is going to come to the light for the most part. There is a possibility too that if you felt like there was some sort of spell over you, I feel like a spell is being broken. Okay, something is making you show resistance. Something's happening where you're having to show resistance or exercise, not exercise resistance, but I feel like there is some form of temptation. Something you're facing some kind of temptation, and you are showing resistance towards it. I feel like you are remaining true, or you are remaining loyal to something or someone. It could be about a relationship, like if somebody is being tested. Something is trying to seduce you or lure you. I mean, maybe you're trying to restrict yourself in regards to, diet. Maybe there's something that you're trying to stay away from. Anything that is a bad habit for you, you're being put to the test. You're like, okay, this is no good. I need to stay away from it. I'm going to resist it. And it seems like you're also establishing some sort of boundary. Now, something also feels like you're being watched from a distance. Like this person is giving you your space. Especially like a fire sign. I feel like a fire sign is keeping their distance or trying to mind their business. Even if it's something that they're seeing, they're observing something, but they're like, let me keep quiet. I'm just going to quietly observe. Career-wise, something could be going on where you're being watched all the time or micromanaged. You might not trust certain people because it just feels like you're being watched. Something also feels like somebody is looking out of their window seat on a plane and looking down at what's beneath them. Maybe someone is landing or going up. So, in a love situation, It feels like someone is claiming their person. Either you are claiming someone or someone is going to claim you. It's coming through as strong fire energy. It also feels like two people are mutually thinking about each other. So yeah, another thing I'm seeing from a love situation is someone who was being very disciplined, and keeping their distance but watching from afar. At some point, it feels like this person is coming forward after something is confirmed, and it feels like the two of you are tied together telepathically. Also, if someone unintentionally shot their shot with you, now they're just like, well, it's already out there now. So now they're just kind of waiting to see what happens next, and they're holding out. And then finally, you're responding back to this person. And I feel like something is blossoming. I feel like somebody is getting ready to have their first conversation in regards to a love matter. Maybe you guys have never really talked to each other before on a personal level, but now something is kind of forcing this relationship to go ahead and begin, and it just looks like two people are communicating with each other. And this is like your first real conversation. All right. Moving on to deck number 2. You have the Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, overall energy, King of Wands, the Lovers, and the Three of Swords. Okay. So it kind of feels like something in regards to your love life could be exposed or coming out as well. Okay. Definitely could be someone who misses talking to you. If this is a past person. If it is not a past person, there is someone coming forward who has recently gone through heartache, who's recently gone through some sort of separation. And this is someone who definitely is coming at you assertively. I feel that this person feels like they're connected to you. When the two of you talk, it's like, what is this? You know, who is this person? I feel connected to this person. I do feel like you have a soulmate, but it also looks like there is something about two. Two people could be coming forward, and it looks like one of those situations where you're like, well, who should I choose? And you hate to let one of these people go, but you end up making a decision. You know, you're following your heart. You're like, well, I got to follow my heart. And, you know, this is who I'm going forward with. I feel like you're going to be in a difficult situation when it comes to love, because you seem like you're torn. And it just, you know, it hurts you to have to choose. Also, in one of these connections, maybe, you're feeling more of some sort of emotional connection with them. What is this? Interesting. Um, yeah. So I was saying here too that, or getting ready to say, it looks like it could be either two fire signs that you're torn between, or a fire sign and a water sign. And it seems like, like I said, you're having to follow your heart. Now, aside from a love situation, it still looks like you're torn between doing this or doing that, going here, going there. You feel connected to both things. Maybe you're torn between two jobs, two potential homes. Whatever it is, you're just like, oh, I feel like I would be happy with either situation, or either person. And so you're just trying to weigh the pros and cons, and ultimately, you're just having to follow your heart and use intuition. Even if something maybe is making more sense logically, maybe you're choosing to just like follow your heart. If you're in a situation where like you're asking yourself if you should stay or if you should go, it looks like you're choosing to go. You're like, after weighing the pros and the cons of the situation, I think I'm going to go. My heart is telling me to leave. But like I said, it looks like, you are going to find that cup that you were looking for, or like you walked away from all of these cups, but you're headed towards this one, and then it's still being confirmed here that you're going towards this cup. And then for some of you, if you were torn between a new person and an ex, I hate to say it, but your situation is your situation. It might not even apply to you, but it does look like someone is leaning towards the ex. And if you are going towards your ex, it must be something about your connection that no one understands, or maybe the reasons why you guys separated in the first place were not deep enough for you to hate that person forever or whatever. But if you are headed back towards the ex, that could be why. Maybe you dated several other people or had several other relationships since that person, and it just kind of comes back down to that person. You're like, you know what? I know I've dated this person, I've dated that person, but my heart is still wanting this person. And so that could be what's happening. Someone also could be coming towards you and they're nervous about expressing how they feel about you. Maybe someone is expressing that they feel like you're the one that got away, or that they have been somehow transformed through a breakup or a relationship. And this person is coming to you with, open heart, with an open heart. Something feels like you are wanting to be in control. I feel like you want to be in control of your life. You're wanting to make your own decisions. Even if someone is guiding you, I feel like you're wanting to do something on your own. Feels like you have recently ended some sort of chapter in your life, and now you're settling into this new chapter of your life, and this is what the universe has sent forth, or this is who the universe has sent forth. It also looks like two people are bonding from having come long distance. So maybe someone has traveled from far away to see you, or vice versa. If this is about the beginning of a new relationship, I feel like maybe someone had to relocate. If this was an established relationship, maybe someone decided that they wanted to go ahead and relocate so that you guys could be together. Or it can be you just happen to meet somebody the minute you relocate, or it just seems like there's an indication of two people being from completely two different places. It also feels like someone is letting their guards down. Someone who did not want to be vulnerable is now ready to open up and give love a chance with you. In fact, it's probably going to be emotionally triggering for the both of you. Like a relationship is meant to help you guys deal with emotions that you buried. In regards to career, this feels like someone who's torn between their independence and maybe working for somebody else. And it's like you are choosing to follow your heart, whatever that is. Yeah, I feel like choice is like a theme here, and being at a crossroad. Someone definitely could be torn between working a traditional job or working for themselves, moving forward in a new relationship, or trying to fix a relationship that fell apart. It does look like you are choosing to fix or heal something. It feels like you are being approached like some sort of proposal. It could be a business proposal, or it feels like some sort of negotiation. I feel like somebody is like, okay, let's think about this. How about, XYZ? And it looks like someone is trying to lay something out for you to see and help you decide what you should do. It also looks like somebody is questioning whether or not to choose a difficult path or an easy path. I mean, honestly, in a love situation, it could be that you have an opportunity to be with someone who is safe or someone who is turbulent, but you love them. And maybe you're asking yourself which is more important. And I almost feel like somebody is giving you, like, not a speech, but just kind of being realistic. Like, if we're together, it's going to be like this. It's not going to be easy, blah, blah, blah. But I want to do this with you. Like, somebody is like laying it out. And you're just kind of like, I could say yes, or I could just say no, and you're torn. You could also decide to choose yourself, but it feels like it's more of a situation where you're torn between two people. And definitely could be torn between water and fire. Water, fire, or water and earth. Water, fire, and earth seem to be the strongest individuals coming out. I feel like the water energy too is more so about someone who's being deeply romantic, sensitive. I kind of feel that you are already looking at something and you're like, I can see this path clearly. This path is unknown. I don't know what this is, but I'm choosing it. So I kind of feel like you're choosing an unknown path. I feel like you're choosing a path that scares you. I kind of feel like this is saying two things. Like, on one end, it looks like you're walking away from what makes sense. You're walking away from security. You're walking away from logic. But it also looks like you're headed towards security, even if you don't know that yet, or you can't see that you're going to have security. You're trusting that your intuition is going to bring that to you. It seems like you are starting to feel like something has been an illusion. And you're like, I don't like this illusion. I don't like this story anymore. And I feel like you are willing to risk walking away from that. Something could also be going on where someone is walking away from their family. I almost want to say spotlight too, like somebody's walking away from the spotlight. But it could be that somebody is walking away from their family or what they've known. Career-wise, there could be some new job offer coming, but it's an opportunity to grow, and it's also still following your heart or doing something that you're passionate about, whether you're choosing to work for yourself or you're just choosing some other path, some other career path. In regards to love, it just looks like there's this desire to build together and to be patient with each other. There could be someone coming into your life that's going to transform it in different ways, especially financially. Something is feeling like somebody is coming out of the shadows and revealing themselves. It feels like someone is also wanting to make amends with you, trying to make things right. If someone owes you, I feel like someone does want to pay back what they owe. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of seems like someone is coming forward out from the shadows. Almost like somebody is like, I'm ready to reveal myself to you. And then just in general, it looks like you're choosing to follow your heart. You're choosing to follow what drives you, what motivates you. That's the path that you're choosing to follow, even if it's an unknown path. All right, so let's see what messages there are in deck number 3. All right, you have the Two of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, overall energy, Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Devil. Okay, so it could be that you felt like you were trapped in your situation or stuck in some way. I don't know too what something feels like, not that somebody committed you know what I'm saying, but it does, something does look like it's talking about it, but I don't feel like it's talking about in a physical sense. I don't know, something just felt like a death sentence, and someone felt like, you know, they committed that. They're like, but it could have been like a financial suicide or something of that nature. And, you know, maybe someone felt like they were trapped because of their past decisions. And it does look like maybe something felt like a karmic debt. And like one of those situations, what is that when they say someone hands you the rope for you to hang yourself or something like that? I mean, it kind of feels like that's what was happening in the past, or maybe currently, the current energies. And it still looks like there is this feeling of being trapped or stuck, or some sort of weight needs to be lifted, or something needs to be moved out the way. And then even going into something deeper, more spiritual, something is making me think of like strange fruit and like the karmas of the past and things that were done to our ancestors. I feel like there's going to be retribution from that. Like maybe someone was left to hang out dry. Someone was forced to struggle. And then it just looks like there's going to be, you know, liberation or freedom. Someone comes and cuts those strings, and cuts off that debt, or it's like the end of it, at least is coming to an end. So if it's kind of like, I don't know if you've already felt like you've hit rock bottom, or felt like you had been going through some sort of suffering in dealing with the karmas of your ancestors. It just still looks like that is coming to an end. And then there is like this rebirth or this new beginning after, you know, either suffering or falling from grace or just whatever you have. It. Somebody was in a dark spot or had reached their lowest, and now here is like a new opportunity or a new beginning. And I feel like you are now being celebrated and your spirits are lifted. Now something feels much lighter. You don't have some sort of heavy burden on you anymore. Maybe it's like you live to tell something. You're like, I made it out of something, or I had to go through this so that I could live to tell this story. And it seems like your ego is lifted, is being boosted. Yeah, especially after having fallen from grace or having like a broken ego, it's like it's being lifted and restored. If there was some sort of barrier or some sort of a blockage, I feel like you are coming out of that. I don't know if you are looking at someone as a hero or someone who rescued you, or if people are looking at you in that way. Because, like I was saying, something, it felt like someone was being strung up. Like I'm getting like imagery of more of a spiritual nature or something that happened in the past where, you know, someone was hanging and then someone came through and like cut the ropes off or broke the chains. Something like Django or something. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of getting that energy. So I don't know if you are looking at someone as, you know, saving you or vice versa. Even if this is about you saving yourself, like, you know, maybe if you view yourself in duality, and then there was this part of you that was broken, and then a part of you that had never fallen but was looking out for you. So your higher self. It could be that your higher self has saved you. So, yeah, either way, I just kind of get the image of someone being saved and coming out on top and being exposed to some sort of new opportunity. If you felt trapped in a toxic relationship, I feel like you're being broken free from that. If you were trapped in a job with slave wages, or, you know, you just felt stuck, like you didn't have a life beyond that job, it's like something now has set you free. And I feel like you're taking off, you're taking flight. In regards to a love situation, it could also be that someone is coming towards you who is coming out of a toxic relationship, and maybe this person has been in a dark place and has tried to hurt themselves or unalive themselves, and that person is now healed and they're ready for a new life. And so maybe there is the energy of this person with renewed spirit coming towards you. And then I feel like you in general are able to pursue your passions. It feels like initially you felt stuck or like torn. Maybe you couldn't decide what you needed to do. But now maybe you made a decision to let something go or to end something and start fresh. It just seems like there's a spark of energy that you're going to experience, even if you are currently still in a state of lowness. I feel like that's going to change. And if you're also if you're in that state of like feeling at your lowest, that's because you're going through some sort of painful transformation. But there is like this new life that is coming out of you. You might be in one of these situations where you want your life to change so bad, but you have to take some sort of a risk. You need to make some sort of a sacrifice. And it's kind of like the universe is like, this is on you. Like, whenever you are ready for change, like, just do it. Like, you already put your prayers out there. You already said what you wanted, source to help you with. Now it's up to you. And so it looks like you could have been, the one needing to make a decision and, just trying to decide what you should do. And I see you making that decision and being freed. You also could have been concerned about a legal matter, but you don't care about something anymore. Or maybe you were worried about some sort of an agreement, but it's like you don't care anymore. Now, it could have been that there was something cast over your vision. And if it has been some sort of veil in the way of you, like, being able to see, I feel like that veil is being ripped away or is being removed. Now, also, if someone has been communicating to you through a veil, or, through a mask, through a fake profile or disguised in any way, I feel like this person is deciding to remove that veil or that mask. There could have been several people who backstabbed you or who stepped on your back to get to the top. You could have been used as like a pawn or a sacrifice, obviously not a literal one. But if you were used for someone to get on top, I feel that now is your time to shine. And that person will receive their karma for what they did to you. I feel like you're being released from your enemies. Also, if you lose your job because someone is reporting on you, or ratting you out in some way, I feel like it's good. It's good that that happened, because now you get to move forward and be successful in life. I feel like that person did you a favor. I feel that you're also seeing someone in a new light, or you're seeing someone is inspiring you. Someone else's story could be inspiring to you. Whatever is happening, I feel like you are feeling inspired or motivated to pursue the things that you want to have in life. In a love situation, I feel like there's going to be some strong chemistry between you and another person. And I also see a strange commitment happening. It's something about this commitment that's taboo. Something looks like it's a blend between traditional beliefs and foreign or pagan beliefs. So spiritually, this can be talking about someone's spiritual path, where maybe someone is creating their own spiritual path. That's kind of like a blend between traditional beliefs and occult type beliefs, or occult or pagan beliefs. It's like a blend between it. Or this is about some sort of relationship where there is a commitment, but it's something taboo about it. For some of you, I feel like it's either talking about a potential same-sex relationship, especially if that is taboo for you, or taboo for society, or it's a poly type relationship. If someone was torn between you and another person, I feel like they're choosing you. I'm still concerned, though, that this relationship could start off in secret for whatever reason. Maybe because it does have that taboo element to it. In regards to career or finances, it seems like you're torn between doing, one thing or the other, and you finally make some sort of decision. You put yourself first, and it brings you some sort of abundance. It also looks like, even though I'm seeing like uplifting messages and optimism, there could still be something happening that's bittersweet. In a love situation, someone might feel like they waited too late. Someone might be watching you move on with another person, or it could be that you're getting a lot of attention from all the people except from the person that you really want it from. It also makes me feel like you're going to get to experience some form of success, and all these people are rooting for you except one person, or that you want to be rooting for you. It's kind of like it doesn't matter that all these people are around you, that one person can't root for you. It also could just be something like someone is no longer here to see your success, and that's what makes you sad. Like you're experiencing something very optimistic, and experiencing this success, but you don't have someone here to share that with you in the physical. Even if they're in spirit, you still might feel sad because you're experiencing this success without that person. I also feel like if you, in a love situation, if you rejected somebody in the past, this person doesn't care. They're gonna, pick their face up and they're like, I'm gonna try again. And this person's gonna, take another chance at pursuing you. Yeah, so those are all the messages that I'm getting for you guys. Hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.